Breaking news, guys. The Supreme Court reserves judgment in Peter Obi Labour Party's appeal against Tinubu. The Supreme Court has reserved its judgment in the appeal filed by the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, to challenge the outcome of the presidential election that was held on February 25th. A 7-man panel of the Appeals Court, led by Justice John Okoro, okayed the matter for judgment after all the parties adopted their briefs of argument, while Obi and the Labour Party, through their lawyers, led by Dr. Levi Uzoko San, urged the court to uphold the appeal and set aside the judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Court that dismissed their petition. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, President Bola Tinubu, and the All Progressive Congress, APC, through their respective lawyers, prayed the court to dismiss the appeal for want of merit. The panel said it will communicate the judgment date to all the parties. Obi, who came third in the election, had in his 51 grounds of appeal maintained that the Presidential Election Petition Court's panel held in law and thereby reached a wrong conclusion when it dismissed his petition. He alleged that the panel wrongly evaluated the proof of evidence he adduced before it and occasioned a grave miscarriage of justice when it held that he had not specified polling unit where irregularities occurred during the election. Obi and the Labour Party further faulted the Presidential Election Petition Court for dismissing their case on the premise that they did not specify the figures of votes or scores that were allegedly suppressed or inflated in favor of President Bola Tinubu of the APC. Also, the presidential election, the President Bola Tinubu has urged the Supreme Court to dismiss Atiku Abubakar's application seeking to present the president's academic records. Tinubu, through his lawyers, said the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the 2023 presidential election, Atiku, and his party went on a fishing expedition to the United States. Sahara reporters earlier on Monday reported that the Supreme Court had reserved judgment on Atiku's appeal to file fresh evidence and nullify the ruling by the Presidential Election Petition Court, which affirmed Tinubu as the winner of the presidential election. A 7-member panel of the court, led by Justice John Okoro, made the announcement after lawyers to parties adopted their briefs of argument and made final submissions. The court also took argument from lawyers to parties on the motion filed by their applicant to supply fresh evidence. The applicant's lawyers, Chris Uche San, urged the court to grant the motion and allow their appeal grant the prayers sought and disqualify Tinubu. Uche described the matter as weighty, grave, and constitutional. On their part, the lawyers representing the respondent, Atiku Abubakar Mahmood San, for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Chief Wole Olanipekun San for Tinubu, and Chief Akin Olujemi San for the All Progressive Congress. They all urged the court to dismiss both the motion and the appeal for lacking in merit. Tinubu's team of lawyers, led by Chief Wole Lanipekun San, argued that the foreign depositions relied upon by Atiku to be admitted in evidence were not done in the court, but in private chambers in the United States. According to him, the depositions are not even admissible in their own U.S. courts. He argued that the 180 days allowed by law for the hearing of the petition filed by Atiku and his party to nullify the outcome of the 2023 presidential election had since elapsed. He further argued it would be wrong for the Supreme Court to admit fresh evidence at this stage. He said they merely went on a fishing expedition in the USA. The evidence they are seeking to tender is not at large. It cannot be compartmentalized anywhere, please pardon me. Even Alice in Wonderland knew where she was going. At least she was told where she was going. According to him, Atiku should have joined INEC as a party at a deposition proceeding in the USA. Well, when a court reserves judgment, it means the final verdict or decision has not yet been given. So the court is still in the process of reevaluating the case before making final ruling. So we are watching to see how this goes as well. So guys, let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Thank you.